I was
Convinced
born
that I
what
would
is called
soon
a blue
die,
baby.
I had been
In
terrified
other
of going to
words,
sleep,
I had a
and had
hole
not
in my
slept for
heart.
more than 2 days.
When I was
lost all hope,
5,
and
almost
started to
6,
drift off very
I
peacefully.
had open heart
A
surgery at the
television
Children's
suspended from the
Hospital in
ceiling
St.
was on
Paul,
broadcasting
Minnesota.
a music show.
I remember
Dionne
the
Warwick was
experience
singing.
like it was
Without
yesterday.
warning, I was suddenly
I
stretched
left
out,
my body,
supported
and
by
even at
nothing,
5
on
years
a level
old,
with the television.
I knew I was no
I was
longer
not
in
at
my
all
body.
alarmed, but rather
I looked around
incredulous
the
that such a
operating
thing could
room
happen.
and saw the doctors,
I
the
looked to
nurses,
the ends
the
of my feet
equipment.
and arms to view any
As I
tethers.
rose higher,
There were none,
I was met
but
by a
instead
being
I
of
saw
pure
gauzy
light.
wisps trailing off from
There
my
were no arms
extremities
and
into
legs.
space.
There was no
There was no
clothing.
sensation
It was
of
pure
binding.
light.
I felt
It
weightless
was a very,
and calm despite
very
my
bright
surprise.
white light.
I could not
Yet
hear
it did not
anything.
bother me to
I
look at
happened
it.
to glance
The
down
being
to
of
my
light
bed,
enveloped
and I
me,
saw myself
but I did
lying
not
there,
have a
as
body.
if from a great distance.
I had no form.
This caused such disturbance
It
in
was
my
as if I
mind
melded
to be
with this
into
light.
places that I crashed to earth.
I could hear
I
distant
actually
voices,
bounced when
but
I hit
couldn't
the bed.
understand the
Then
words.
I could hear Dionne Warwick finishing
It was like
her song.
listening to
I
people
would have given
chatter in
anything
a
to go
crowded
back,
room,
and I
but not
tried
so
in vain
loud
to
as
repeat
that.
the experience.
I was not
From that
afraid.
minute on, I started to
I was
get
not
well,
frightened at
and
all,
was
as if a
discharged in a few
5-year-old
days.
would be consciously.
I did not tell anyone
I
about
only
this
had
for a long
conscious
time,
knowledge
and
of what
even
was
then I
going on at the
reluctant.
time.
The experience
The
changed
being
me
stayed
profoundly
with me until
and
it was time
permanently.
to go back.
I graduated from
I
nursing
wasn't
school
given a
the
choice
following
to
year,
go back
and
or
I am
stay.
still serving people
The
in this
being
way.
said,
I went to have
"It
a
is time
hernia
to go
repair,
back now,"
a one-day deal,
and pulled
but
away
they
from
kept
me.
me overnight.
While I was enveloped in its light,
I stayed in the hospital
I felt
from
so
November
loved
26th
and that I loved
till
so
November
much.
30th.
I did
The
not
next
hurt.
morning, at
I
around
did not
5
feel
a.m.,
sorrow
I had
or
a liver
sadness.
and kidney failure.
Simply love and
The
peace.
body began to fill with
The
fluid.
next thing I remember
I
is
stopped
waking up
breathing.
in the recovery room
I remember
with
watching
tubes
medical
still sticking
staff from
out
the
of my
corner of the
sides
room.
from the blood transfusion.
At first, I thought
I
that there
wasn't
was someone
afraid,
else in
though.
the room whom they were working
My
on.
mother was crying and I
Then
just
I realized
held her
it was
hand.
me.
I
I
felt
felt
good.
peace and no
I didn't
pain.
hurt or anything.
I felt someone else in the
When
room,
I was
but they
16
didn't
years
say
old,
anything.
the
They were
doctors
just
told me
watching
that
like
I would
me.
probably
I
never
wish
be
they had
able
let
to
me
have
go,
children
as I will
naturally.
die of liver failure,
I have 3
HCV,
and never
and
had a
don't want to
problem
go
with
slowly.
any of them. 2 of them
It was the
seem
first
to have
time in
gotten
years I
some of
felt
this
no
psychic
pain and
stuff
was at
rubbed
peace.
off on them.
If I could go
Both
back,
exhibit
I
many of
would.
things that happened to me
After
when I
being
was
in
in
a
a
motorcycle
accident. One is
during
now
which
12
I received
and the
a brain
other 15.
injury.
I went into
I'm not
cardiac
sure
arrest.
about the
third, as she has
At
never
some
said
point,
anything about
I was in
strange
another
things
place.
happening to her yet. No injury,
All my
no
children are
recollection of a
girls.
journey, no past. After the surgery, just standing
I knew
in a
when
room
people
where
were
there were
going to
people
die.
playing bingo. I got in trouble
My
once
grandmother
for saying
was
my
there.
great-uncle was going
She
to die
stopped
soon,
playing,
and we spoke
He
for a
died
bit. 2 weeks later. While we were chatting,
I lost my
a
best
babysitter
friend
when
I
I
was
had as a
16
young
years
girl
old
came
and 2
over to
weeks
say hello
before
to
she
me.
died.
She
I
had
had
already
premonition
met
dream
my
about it.
grandmother. All I
The
saw
last
was a
thing my
white
grandmother
coffin
said
with
to me
pink
was,
roses
"You have
painted
to go
around
back."
the edges. There are still things
When
you
my
need to do.
great-grandmother
died.
On
Since
Christmas
at that time,
Day,
I was not aware
I knew
of anything
exactly
in the past
what was going to be
before
said
I saw that
before my
room.
mother even
I
picked up
questioned
the
her.
phone.
What did she mean?
I was
go
11
back?
at that time.
She
My
kept
grandfather
repeating
passed
that I
away
had to go
in
January
back.
of 2000.
I began
3
to get
days before he
unreasonably
died,
angry,
and was
I was
shouting,
standing on my
"Go back,"
balcony,
and I saw the
"Go
air
back
shift.
where?"
It was
Her
winter.
voice in the room began to
It
drift
was like
away,
watching hot
like a
steam
fading
rise
out
off the pavement in the
The next
summertime.
memory
I have was
I
waking
knew it
up
was
in the
something
hospital.
bad,
My
but
mother
wasn't
had
sure
made
what.
it there by then.
Then my mother
I told her
called
about
and told
what
me
I
3
had
days
seen,
later that
and she did
Grandpa
confirm
had
for me
passed
that my
away.
grandmother,
I
when
developed
alive,
a writing
did used to
ability
love
at
playing
an early
bingo.
age.